Hello, this is Eric from Coding Brush. In today's lesson, we're going to learn about arrays and some array functions. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to create your own arrays, work with arrays, and use those array functions to manipulate arrays to get your result. Let's get started. So, let's first start up our local dev server. So, let's use the same domain we used the last time, the local domain. So we right click, go to variables here, opens up. The last time we stopped over here where we created an array with 3 values. So let me open it up. This is what we had the last time. So as you can see, this is an array and this is an array. We talked about how to create them in the last video. In today's video, we'll talk about different types of arrays. We have multi-dimensional arrays and others. Let's just get into them and see how they work. So I'll comment all of this out. So arrays. Let's just create an array of fruits. Yeah, let's create an array of fruits. So should we var dump the array? And reload on the browser? You realize that we do get an array and we have a 0 here, a 1 here, a 2 here. What is happening is with arrays, if you do not give an array key to it, what it does is it gives an array index which starts from 0. So apple will be index 0, mango will be index 1, peach will be index 2. Now, we could do it the other way where we give it a key and that key has a value and that value will be whatever we give to it. For example, so we should var dump this new array. We had error because I didn't add, yeah, so it should be like this. Open and close quotes. Remember that. So we save this, reload. And here you realize we have a key of church, which has a value of basilica, and a key of stadium, which has a value of Accra Sports Stadium. So this is an array which has a string for a key, for a string value. It can also be that you have an integer over here. Let's say I change this to 1, save, come here, reload. Whereas it gives me an integer of 1. So you can have different data types all in the same array in PHP. Like this, you can create your arrays. Um, there are a whole lot of arrays. There are a whole lot of arrays, but I'm not really going too deep because it's a whole lot. I'm just going through what I feel you need and you can use. But the internet is a big place. You can get a lot of information. So in case you need it, go online, research, and you get a lot of examples to use. Okay, so now let's continue. Another way to get a value of something in an array, that is, you reference the key to get a value. You can do this. So let's say for this one, places, whereas the key is church, which gives us a value of 1. So if we are looking for this particular value, all we have to do is to do this. Save, load, and we had a value of 1, int of 1. So you can also do that for fruits, in that, if you remember, I said fruits, because you are not giving a key to it, it automatically uses the uh, index which starts from 0 for each of them. So the first one will be index 0, second one will be index 1, the third one will be index 2. So if you're looking for, let's say, apple, we have to give an index of 0. Let's save, reload, and here we have it. What of There's an array in an array, which is easy to do because what I can do is let's just combine these two. So and then create places with a key leads to another array, and within it I can say church. Let's use basilica over here and just close it like that. Save. So if we var dump the whole thing and reload, you realize we have this. Let me see if yes. So we have an array which contains 4 items. At array index 0, we have a value of apple. At array index 1, we have a value of mango. And at array index 2, we have a value of peach. But when you come to the key places, it also contains another array, and that array has one value in it, of which the key is church, the value is basilica. So this is a multi-dimensional array. So if you want to access, let's say, apple, like we did before, you can see that this is array index 0. So once I do this, you have apple. But what if you want to access the value of basilica from the key church? To me, we have to do this. We have to just come here. First things first, places. Let's just var dump this and see what we get. Oh yeah, I made a mistake here. Sorry. So you see, we get an array with one item in it, of which the key is church, the value is basilica. So if I still want to get basilica here, I have to create this here, church, save, and you see here we have a value of basilica. So that's how you can access values in a multi-dimensional array. This is a multi-dimensional array. Um, you can make it look nicer by just doing this. But any which way you go about it, you are still going to get this as your value when you do your var dump. Okay, so now on to array functions. So the first array function we're going to look at is array pop. What it does is it removes the last value of the array. For example, we create a variable here. Sorry. So the first thing you do is pass it the array that it needs. So we use fruits. I'm going to print R, the result. Let me run this out. Save, run. I realize it just popped out peach. It just took peach out. So if we should now var dump fruits, which we can do, realize that this peach is from print R of the results. That's why we're just printing out the value of result. And realize you have apple and mango. Peach, which was here, has been popped out. Okay, let me just comment this out to make it a bit easier to read. So realize that we have apple here, we have mango, and peach. What was the last value there? Has been popped out, so it's out. So you can use this if, let's say, you have an array of values and you want to take the last value out. It helps you to do it. So on to the next function. For the next function, we are going to talk about array shift. Array shift is the opposite of array pop, in that array shifts would take the first element or the first value in the array out. Yes. So let's see how it works. I'll just change this from array pop, or no, let me just copy it. Shift. So save, reload. And notice here we have mango and peach, but apple has been taken out. That element, that value is gone. So it's now mango and peach. So if there's something in an array, especially the beginning element or value of an array that you want to take off, using array shift, it will work. Let's try to do the same thing with the second array we have here, places. So I'll change this to places. Now, that means we're expecting church and its value to go off. So we save, reload. Oh, sorry, I'm still dumping, while dumping fruits. Let me change this to salt. Hmm, hold on. Okay, so it seems the bonus for me. So if we var dump places, which is over here, we're expecting that the first element here, which is the key and the value, should be gone. We should have stadium across for stadium. If you reload here, we get this. Realize that it's taking off the church key and the value of 1. So it's no longer there, and all we have is just the second one. So we can do the same to this as this. It works. Let's now go to our third function. Our third function will be array push, where we add one or more elements to the end of the array. As I did before, copy this, paste, comment this out, and it's array push. Okay, so we are adding something to this particular one. So we have, let me change this to fruits, and the var down to fruits. So with array push, first give the array which we are trying to add new elements to. Add elements there. So let's say apple, mango, peach, berry, and tangerine. Yeah. So save that. Sorry. Reload. And now you realize we have apple, mango, peach, berry, and tangerine. So the berry and tangerine we added here have been added to the end of the array. Our array used to be only 3 elements in. Now it's 5. So index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 elements. Okay, what if you want to add elements to the start of the array? For that, we have to use a different function called array on shift. Let's also check it out. So array on shift, as I said before, works like array push, but the elements are added to the starting of the array. So let me just copy this. So I'll make this on shift. This is the element, and this is the array, sorry, and these are the elements we're adding to the start. So we save, reload, and realize that now, unlike array push where berry and tangerine were at the end of the fruits array, now berry and tangerine are starting. So you have it over here as berry, tangerine, apple, mango, and peach. This is what the array on shift does for you. You can also merge two arrays together. So let's do that for fruits and places arrays. First things first, let me, as usual, copy this. Yeah, comment this one out. Then make this array merge. So we have fruits here. We change this now to the places array, and we are going to var dump the result. Okay. So you realize that we have apple, mango, peach, church with an int of 1, because that's what we have over here, and stadium, Accra Sports Stadium. If you want the values of places first, you put it as the first array in the function. If not, and you want fruits to be first, you put fruits first. So as you can see, it starts with apple, mango, peach, then comes here and gives us church, stadium. And over here, realize that we have 5 items. We have 0, 1, 2, this is 3, and this is 4. But because they have their own keys, you don't see the numerical index value here. Okay, so now on to the next function. The next array function we'll talk about is array sum. Now what array sum does is it sums up the values in an array, especially if they are integer or floats. Let's just get to an example. So let's create an array called numbers and put in some value. Okay, so let me comment this out. Create result equals to array sum, and what array we need to sum up. So let's say we know if we add 1 to 2, that should give us 3, and 3 plus 3 should give us 6. So if we save it and reload here, hold on. Oh, sorry. It's numbers, not number. Yeah. Save, reload, and you have an int of 6. You have an int of 6. So you see, with this, you can sum up the values in an array or the elements in an array. We can also do this where we say A is 1, B is 2, and C is 3. Save. So we are still expecting it to sum up the values in here because it's not really working with the keys, it's working with the values. So we save this and reload, we still get 6. So with just a few of these functions, you've seen what you can do with arrays in PHP. There are a lot more functions, and I advise you to go online, see how they work, how they're used, do more research and practice. So until next time, thank you.